Okay, so at some point, I'm assuming you guys know what we're here for to check out the Replit Orange Worlds Bots um, template, where you'll be able to um, launch your own bots into worlds. So um, at some point, Lala, have you um, like published the link to the template anywhere?
No, I have not yet published a link. We can just put it in the main chat if you like.
Yeah, that should be fine. And then just so you guys know, this is really just the start of this project, and we are hoping that builders come on and try to build features into this dashboard. But I'll show you how to set it up and the basic um, features. And then George, I know you built kind of like a supplementary program to Worlds. Um, you can totally try remixing this and adding additional features. And I'd really be interested in see what you're able to do. Um, but here we go. As you know, once you click on the link, you'll be asked if you want to remix it. So this is the initial um, page that you'll see once you start the remix. Two things that you should be aware of. You do need your own API key. This is what allows the bots to have original responses. So both, well, Open Router gives you access to multiple models. So combined with the personality prompts of the bots, they will have very different personalities as opposed to using a single model like OpenAI, um, where the LLM is kind of talking to itself, which is also fine because it is a unique conversation. So we can show you how to do that. I'm actually going to skip this process because I've already entered the key. I'll show you where to do that. Actually, you're going to go into tools and just bring up secrets, and then it'll already have um, uh, keys, and you just fill in the value. So you don't have to do all. You just have to do the integrations ones. The Bedrock API key you don't need to set up. So you'll just put your API key here. And then once that's done, we are going to generate credentials. And that just looks like this. So you can register up to 4 at a time. So once you register, this gives each bot a unique email and password so they can log into Worlds. You're going to want to... is my screen still on?
Yep, I can still see your screen.
Okay. You're going to want to save those credentials. Let me just stick that somewhere here. Or we can actually just do this. So if you want to use the same bots over and over and not have to regenerate credentials every time, what you're going to do is you're going to take all this information and add it to secrets. So that's just HubSpot email, go to secrets, and we're going to add new secrets. So that's HubSpot email. And this part is kind of tedious, but also necessary. So we're going to add that secret. Add new secret. And then, so now every time I open it, I can just reuse those credentials. Otherwise, every time you start it up, you're going to have to regenerate new credentials. And now I'm actually going to go to, give me a sec. So once you finish adding your secrets and then activate and go to dashboard, you'll end up here. Now, I switched over to a custom version just to demonstrate. First up, the URL up here, you can put any world URL here, and that's the world that they'll enter in. Obviously, you can change the names, and then you can pick the model. I'm using Open Router, which is multi-model. So, I just have it set each one a different model. I did have to recode the personalities, and I based them off of the A team. So hopefully, you'll see that they're loosely based off the A team, I would say, or they're caricatures of those characters. So all you're gonna do after that is hit start, and this is gonna start all 4 bots. And along with that, I will go into worlds.
Is it better that all of them have different LLMs?
Not really. It's just that. Hold on one second. I gotta turn the sound down on worlds.
All good.
Um. No, 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 no. No, just drop them in when you're ready. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Hold on one second. Lala, did I finish answering your question?
No, not yet. The LLMs. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. You don't have to use the different LLMs. Everything is kind of based on the personality prompt. It's just that they do kind of act differently. Um, Although it's hard to say who will be able to tell.
Mm.
So just using OpenAI is fine. I mean, we did it yesterday, right? They all have kind of different um, responses. So let me just show you this. Uh, okay, so this is where I had, I came up with the different personality traits with Gemini. And then I just asked, the Replit to replace the existing personalities because they're hard coded.
Okay.
So here, You see our guys are starting to come in. Right now, they move pretty randomly. Um, Within the dashboard, you can actually check out what they're doing through the logs. And if you need to manually control them, you have that option. The latest version has a live stream where this click capture is. I don't actually have that version, only Lala remixed it. Um, let's see if if the capture works. Yeah. So in this version, you capture manually. In the version that Lala is running, it's streaming. And you can see from the chat, when they first join, they kind of use there's a kind of a bank of stock options if the LLM fails. And
Okay.
they tend to start out when saying that stuff when they first come in, but then once the LLM kicks in, you can see the responses.
Yeah, it becomes more detailed as it goes.
Yeah. And they're like the personalities are really based on the A team. So, Hannibal, this version kind of always ends his sentence like, I love it when something comes together, whether it's references whatever you're talking about. It could be plan, marketing, anything. And then Murdoch is completely nuts. So this is Murdoch. He's just nuts. So all I'm saying is you can build in those personalities through Replit, and if you are more advanced, once the GitHub repo is prepared, we'll share that link as well, and you can use whatever uh, IED you want.
Got it. Thanks.
And then let's see. Uh, Lala, what else? What am I missing?
I think that was the more things that the things that we wanted to share basically was that, right? But I think George had 3 questions. Sorry, George, before you forget your 3 questions.
Oh yeah, sorry, George. So you can go to Open Router. Oh, whoa, hold on. Give me a second. Uh, bu- 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 uh, World Spot 4. What? Huh. I did not think I created a key. I don't know what this is.
Maybe your bot created it for you.
This is weird. Okay, so anyway, like you'll go to Open Router. I believe they have a free tier. Let's just check. Open Router. Yeah. So they have a free tier, but it only has there's only 4 providers. And they have, from those 4 providers, they have 25 different models. And then you can always check what those models are. But any of it should be good, especially if you're just testing, right? then then you know, right on it, right on the homepage, it'll say get API key. So you're just gonna create one. Call this one George. Credit limit. Uh, I'll just leave it blank. I'm gonna make this one expire after an hour. And then very important, they will not show it to you again, right? So make sure to copy paste it somewhere safe. And now I have another API key, right? And then on the template, there's credentials. Oh no, sorry. There's secrets. And you see this, like I already have it filled in, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Um, but this is where you have it. You're gonna have the API key, AI integrations open router, API key. This is where you add it. And then the base URL. Actually, you're gonna have to. It might be different for. Hold on. Let's find it. Yeah. So you're just gonna take this URL and throw it into here. So you would replace that with here. This one was custom built, so I don't want to mess with it. So the first step is go to Open Router, get yourself an API key, and then in the template, make sure to add it to secrets. The way you add it to secrets is go to Tools or open a new tab and find the secrets. No, it'll be empty. It'll be empty. So if you try it without an API key, they will log in. The bots will go in, but they will not. They will only say, um, this is like this is the bank of stock responses." They'll only say this stuff, and they won't actually respond to you if you're talking. But actually, we can actually test that out. Let's go with yeah. Let's go with this guy. All right, George. In a second, hold on. Let me mute this. In a second, Mr. Teal or BA Baracus will join us. And I just want you to talk to him. Type. Okay, so that's one of the restrictions right now. You can only interact through chat. We actually the template actually has voice built in, but it's turned off because the performance is not great. Like we'd love if someone took a look at it and tried to improve that. Whether you want launch 1 or 4, technically it's the same. However, if you want to interact with the bot, it's better if you put 1, because what tends to happen is um, the bots will end up talking to each other
Correct.
and will not like your message may time out. So it won't respond to you if there's too many, right? Let's see. Here's BA, but with one, you'll be able to talk to it. So, uh, where is he? Yes. What you um you can, but you have to do it manually, meaning take the credentials of the bot, sign in with those credentials, choose the avatar you want, and then the next time that account logs in, it'll be that avatar. And it's not that it's too complicated. It's just it's there like we don't have time now to develop such a thing. So which is why we're kind of launching it now, and hopefully someone else is able to um, give it that capability.
Yeah, actually, we're kind of like thinking whether once this is launched and we do have our Orange Agent Jam, this particular part may have their own bounties to further enhance certain parts of it, because it's definitely a lot of interest in how to do this and how to interact with the bots and how detailed they can be. But it'll be better if we set those kind of bounties for these guys to not only do what they want to do, but get rewarded for making a solution that everyone can also use.
Uh, Anyone can do this. What I'm showing you. I mean, it, getting the bots in is easy, but it's the stuff that you want, the more advanced stuff that will be difficult. But like once you have an API key, it literally takes 2 minutes from beginning to end to get bots into the world, right? Um, George, just to show you, these are the personality prompts. So you'll just ask Replit to replace what already exists, um, and you can customize it like that. So right now I'm just doing it to show you, so I can also show you how to personalize and stuff like that. But I could publish it if I wanted and never have to open Replit again. At this point, it's very similar to what was in the vault. Like the capabilities are pretty limited. You know how like um, the avatar kind of just stood in one place, didn't walk around, right? Uh, these guys kind of move randomly, right? They have no set path, so they'll keep going. They'll just walk randomly until they run into something, and then um, try to get out of it. Like it's not like they're not very intelligent yet, right? It's not really an agent. It's more of a bot. Um, it's not that it needs more intelligence. It needs more integrations, right? It's not like it can actually see this world. All it recognizes is the collision. You know what I mean? So it just needs other integrations. Like if someone can uh hook up a, I don't know, some mesh thing, so that these guys can actually see the world, that's going to be awesome. But right now, they can just talk to you in chat. Okay, so the one thing I would suggest is, if it doesn't seem to work, so if you only seeing stock responses, just ask Replit, why is it resorting to only, or why is it only using stock answers? And then it'll, figure out if it's hitting the API, right, and why it's not, and then it'll probably add error logs. All right, can you talk to Hannibal? Let's see if he responds. It's better if you tag him, so he'll recognize his name, but you can probably just say anything in the logs that he picked it up, right? See, chat received from George, and
Oh
then
yeah.
he says, George, doing just dandy. Did he? And now he's sending it. So in the logs, you can see um what chat he's picking up, what he's about to say, and then confirmation of when he says it. It's the same as if it were, human accounts. Exactly the same. So what is it, 25? Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's it. It's a really simple thing to do. What's going to be interesting is the features people build on top of it. Okay, say you have your OpenClaw agent, and this is something actually I was thinking about, right? Um, say you had like an agent that you can talk to on your, you're talking to it through Telegram, and then say you want to play, that you want to go into worlds together, um, or any other game, right? Like it doesn't just have to be worlds. With your agent, you can go into worlds, you can go into Roblox, you can go into Minecraft. Like you can do that now. Um, so right now, this thing, the important part about this uh, dashboard is the login, right? We're giving these bots the ability to log in on their own. So we built a very simple bot system to demonstrate it. The next the next thing is to get real agents, real autonomous agents in, and those agents are totally transportable. You can take them anywhere. Right now, one of the possibilities is that uh, the agents have the ability to learn about the world, right? So they'll be able to go do fetch quests or navigate a maze. Um, I mean, they'll have any capability really that you can that you can think of. And it's not so far in the future, right? It can be done now if we just had time.
Sounds good. Yeah, actually, it's it's kind of cool to see it happen for George, because I remember when I did it with Phil the first time. I did the dummy version of it where it was pretty hard to get proper responses, but to see that the responses there is great.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely get interesting, especially if the bots are coming from different, from different people and not like, all four
The same.
from one platform.
Mm.
I mean, just remember these are L the, like you're talking to Chat GPT basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead and ask it anything. See if it answers.
Yeah. I think that's another thing. Is like once you get used to it and then you deploy your own agent, you'll be able to kind of bug it, because I was doing that the other day. I was just like asking weird stuff. I want a recipe, I want a joke. Like I kept on pushing it to do and respond. Um, and yeah, eventually whatever they were doing, it changes according to what you bug it to change, which is interesting.
And I think as long as you're using um, the same credentials, I believe there's a memory. So when you come back, it will it would kind of recognize previous conversations with George.
Mm, there you go.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Will. Appreciate
No
this.
problem.
Ciao. Have a great night. Bye bye.
Later.